How to build a sales page with SamCart. So in this SamCart tutorial video for beginners, we'll walk you through step by step, not only how to just create a sales page and sell one product, but how to sell multiple products. So you'll have order bumps where someone decides to add something to their cart before making the purchase. And then you have upsells. So how to get someone to purchase something after their initial decision to purchase something from you. This is really, really powerful, allowing you to sell more with your sales pages. We've been using SamCart to build all of our sales pages for a little over a year now. Honestly, it's really easy to make amazing sales pages, helping you sell more of your products and services. If you want to follow along with today's tutorial, I'll put a link down below in the description. This is our affiliate link. So if you end up signing up and upgrading to a paid plan, we could earn a commission at no extra cost to you. With that said, let's hop on the computer and build our sales page. When you get to samcart.com, it's going to look something like this. To find out about their different plans and get started for free, click on Try It Free. And here are their different pricing plans. We're currently using the Grow plan. The main reason for that is right here down below. You can see the order bump collections and post-purchase upsells. So these two features allow us to sell additional products and services on our sales pages or on the sales page and just after that. So this is something really powerful that's helped us grow our sales quite a bit over the last year. So that's why we end up with that plan. So you can choose one to get started for free. We already have an account, so I'm just going to log in. And then to build a sales page, you want to click on products and then click on new product. Here, let's give it a name, tutorial product basic. I'm going to show you the different pricing tiers. So this was why this will be called basic tutorial product. And then you have different pricing options. So you have one-time, recurring, limited subscription, or pay what you want. Let's go with one-time payment and add the price. So let's say this is $47 for the basic option and create the product. So the next thing I'm going to walk you through, we'll first kind of build the sales page for this, and then I'll show you how to add the different pricing tiers, order bumps, and upsells after that. So on this main page, you're going to have the product name. So this is what's going to show up on the invoice, everything else. And then if you have some internal product name, you can add that here. So maybe add the pricing in if you're going to have kind of various options for pricing and things like that. The URL. Now let's add a product image. So if someone shares this on social media, this is the image they're going to see. So upload, and let's grab a picture right here. So we have the best product ever. I just created this really quickly in Canva. We have tutorials for how to create designs in Canva. I'll link to one of those videos up above right here. We've got that. We've got the pricing. And then once someone makes the purchase, where do you want to send them? To the order summary, or is it a custom URL? You can select that right here. Are there any tags you want to add? What type of product is it? So digital or service? Is it a file upload or file link? You can add that here. What should the button say? Is there some type of expiration? Do you want to add coupons? So if there's different pricing and you want to be able to send coupons to people, you can turn that on right here, and then you can add different coupon codes. That's kind of the basic product details page. Let's save that. And then the next thing I'm going to show you how to actually create the sales page. So I'm not going to focus on this video on the actual content of the sales page. I just want to show you how SamCart functions. If you want me to create a video on what to include in a sales page, write sales page content down below in the comment section. So there's a couple of different styles here. You can see kind of some of the basic ones like this are really just kind of the, enter your name, credit card, and things like that. If you want to preview anything, just click preview here. And so this is essentially, if you were to send someone to say this page, you want to have something previously really explaining in detail what it is they're purchasing. So that's not something we would want to use for kind of a main sales page that really does a good job explaining our product or service. Kind of an intermediate step might be something like this, where you have one column that's kind of explaining in a very summarized form what they're purchasing, just as a reminder. But we want to create kind of a much more in-depth sales page. So they have a bunch of different options here with different names that are kind of, at least the template is the text and coloring, and everything else is focused on kind of different industries. So you have fitness, you have a publisher, a studio, avocado, I guess. But you can kind of see the different styles. Maybe we'll check out the classroom. Let's check this one out. So you can see this has a video, just a really quick title up above, buy now, which would probably take you all the way down to the bottom. And you can see it's already built in the price that we chose. And as you can see, there's a couple of different sections. Kind of here's all the different modules and then some of the additional benefits, blah, blah, blah. Here's some testimonials, the frequently asked questions, blah. And then down below right here, you see here's the checkout. So that doesn't look too bad. Let's go with, I think I was looking at this before, maybe this agency one. So if you want to select one, just click the checkbox, and then All you need to do now is click on design. And everything here is just super easy to edit. So if I want to say launch your YouTube channel, 4 videos in 4 weeks. Here, something like that. Get started today for $47. And then, so if it were something like this, it's not super expensive. Learn more usually is going to take them all the way down to the checkout. So this text doesn't make sense. So for example, if we wanted to go and change this button, what we could do, if we want to change the color, we can do that. Purchase now. And then we can change the alignment, the height, the width. If we want to add a small drop shadow, we can do that. And then settings here, you see it says scroll to checkout. So if someone clicks this, it's going to take them all the way down to the bottom. So there's that. This image right here, if I wanted to change the image, I could just go to style and change the image, add either something that we've already uploaded, use a new image. I could add stock images and search for something. But what I want to do for this is get rid of it, and we're going to add a video. So we could just delete where it has the block for the image. And anything else you want to add, you can just do right here. So if we chose video, drop it right there. And then, so there's a couple of options here. So your videos aren't going to be hosted within SamCart. You need somewhere else. So YouTube, Wistia, Vimeo, or custom embed code. We have a plan with Vimeo. So what I could do is just go to Vimeo, take one of these. So copy link, copy video link, go back here, paste the URL. And okay, this looks a little bit small. Sometimes you have to play around with either the width or the height. So let's put in 400 and see what happens. 700, something like that I think works well. So, okay, we got the video already there. Then let's see if we have anything else. So if we want background color padding, so if we wanted to add top padding, for example, that would help us kind of shift down the video a little bit further. Okay, I think that looks good. This top section looks good. And then so here you have another section. So if, for example, you only had 2 steps, you could just easily just go change that and then just take step 3, or hold on. Let's see if we can actually take the whole row. So you could, instead of deleting little pieces like headline and then the text, you can actually find here's a row, just delete the entire row. Goodbye. And then so we're now with our 2-step plan. Again, so you can go through and edit any of these texts really, really easily. So you can just go to record videos. And so it's really easy to go change the font, change the alignment. One of the other things, before you get too far in this, what I would recommend doing, if you have certain fonts that you always use, you can add them right here. So if you want to be using Roboto whenever you add anything new, and so for headlines, you could have it normal, or all of your headlines just to automatically be set to bold. Now, when you're adding new stuff, it's going to be using this specific font. Okay, get back to where we just were. And so also with this section, one of the other things we didn't look at was if we click on settings for the section, here is the background image. So if I want to just get rid of that, I could do something like that. And then I could, maybe I want like a really light gray. So I could do, not there. So now we have this section in a light gray. So that's how you change that. And then so you could go through and delete each of the images, update your text really, really easily. And then something here, so you can see this and this are text, the image for, as featured in. So if you just wanted to update this with where you've been featured, all you'd want to do is delete this particular block. You can do that. Or if you just click on it here, you're going to see you can change the image right there. The same thing with any of this stuff. It's just really easy to kind of go through, update the images, text that's there. And then if we go back to kind of the main section, so here's where, if you had a really long sales page and every so often you want to have a button here to take people to the the bottom. So you could have purchase now. And then so you have 2 different colors here. I don't think I really like this where you have, so with this, let's see, let's go to red. And then you could say copy this code, and then the border color
you could just say remove color, and then there's no border color now. Now it's just one solid. Again, just scrolling down, what else can you do in this section? So if we go to settings and then scroll to checkout. So again, this button kind of halfway through the sales page, let's say, could click on it, be taken all the way down to the bottom. One other thing that's really important with anything on the sales page is to look at it both on mobile and on desktop. So what you could do here, we're looking at it on desktop right now. If you want to see what it's going to look like on a phone to make sure it all makes sense, you can scroll through and look at it on the phone like so. For some reason, if you say, look, this whole section, I don't want this to show up on mobile, all you'd have to do is get rid of that. Now on desktop, we're going to see that section. So if we go back to desktop, so this section right here, and you see off on mobile. And you would just go through kind of editing each one of the sections, deleting sections if you like this actual, no, not this section. Here, let's get rid of, for example, this whole section. We say, hey, this isn't my favorite. Let's get rid of it. Okay, delete that section. And then so some of the different things like this, so this testimonial piece, you can see right here if you wanted to add a different one, but the one that's already on here, it's really, really easy to edit this. So if we click on testimonial, what'll happen is, so right now you see testimonial 1, this image, the quote, the person's name, and their title. So you can see all that right now. So if this was Sarah Smith, you could change that, add Google, and you're going to see all this kind of is going to automatically update in real time. So right now you see is there how many testimonials? There's 2. Okay, so we got 2 testimonials right now, but if we're like, hey, let's add another one, just click on add testimonial, and there we go, testimonial 3. So it's going to scroll through 3 different testimonials now, update each one with the person's name, quote. If you're like, hey, for my business, the professional title isn't important, you can just remove it like so, and it just has her name. Or say, hey, I just want to say Jessica. There's that. And then, here's something that you could add. So if you have different pricing plans, you could have a page like this that explains them. And if they click buy now, it then would take them down here to the checkout. So that's essentially the sales page. If everything all good to go, you're happy with the design, then what you want to do is scroll back up to the top. You could preview it. Let's just click on publish. There we go. So sales page is published. So a couple of other things in terms of kind of the settings, things like that. Let's run through that, and then we'll add the additional products, the different prices, things like that. So payment, so you have a couple options. So Stripe and PayPal we have connected. So allow credit card payments, allow PayPal. This for some reason isn't turned on automatically, but we usually offer digital wallets as well. The additional payment option, so this is where we're going to add later the different pricing options for this particular product. The upsells we're going to look at in a little bit if you want to go through and customize the product emails, integrations. So we use ConvertKit for all of our emails. So what we're going to do is we want to add that the particular person made a purchase. We want to add them to ConvertKit. So what we would do is click on new rule, then go to e-commerce, set trigger, product purchased, next step, select integration, ConvertKit and SamCart, add a tag to subscriber, and then go to next step. And then, so, YouTube guide. I mean, I'm not going to create a new tag. Usually you'd want to go create the tag in SamCart and then go, or in ConvertKit and then add it here. And then just click on submit. And there you go. So this is all integrated. So when someone makes a purchase, they're going to get the YouTube guide added as a tag in ConvertKit. Let's just delete that. SEO, you can go in and add the SEO page title, description, and the image, and then advanced settings. So there's a couple important things here. So this would be the HTML and scripts on the actual sales page, but then when someone makes a purchase, that's where the Fire pixels and scripts. So here you would add the purchase, say Facebook pixel code right here. Scrolling down further. So do you want to use a custom domain? So we have learn.thefigco.com. We want that to be the default domain for this. Can this be gifted? And then there's a checkout page redirect, archive the product. If you only have a certain availability for something, so if you're doing coaching and you only have space for 5 clients, and you could turn this on after 5 purchases, if you turn this on, so total purchases, and then so close checkout redirect, and you
maybe you create another page being like, hey, give me your name and email if you want to find out when I reopen this again. You could do the same thing based on date as well. So, hey, this is open. We can have an infinite number of purchases, but you need to purchase it by, December or January 31st at 11:59 p.m. and then add the URL. One thing is important. So a lot of our business is in Spanish. So what we end up doing here is just clicking Spanish. It's going to change all the text like so. But if you wanted to go and update how you want something to be called specifically, you can change that there. But let's just go back to normal. Collect sales tax and VAT taxes for product. And that is the main kind of settings for your product. Now let's go and create the additional payment options, upsells, and order bump. So each one of these is going to be a separate product. So what we want to do is just go save all the changes. All right, so let's add the redirect URL, or what we could do is just turn these off and then save again. All right, changes saved successfully. All right, now let's create the other products so then we can add those to the sales page. So again, just go back to products and new product, product name, tutorial product, upgrade. So this product, again, one-time payment, but this one is going to be, let's go with $97. So this product is 97, tutorial product upgrade. I can't type sometimes. We got that product created, just save changes. We're not going to do anything with this just yet. And then what we need to do is go back to products and then super upgrade. And then so this one is going to be 147. Great product. So that is the 3 pricing options for our launching our YouTube course class. What if we want to create tutorial order bump? So our how to record yourself training is the tutorial order bump. Okay. So one-time payment, let's say this is $27. Create product. Okay, so we got that. I don't think I need to click this, but I just will just in case. Products. And now let's create one product for our upsell. New product. Okay, tutorial product upsell. Okay, our most premium one-on-one service. And this one is going to be $497. And then create the product. Okay, so we're good with each of these products. So you don't need to have separate pages, fill all the other stuff out. I'm going to show you how all this works right now. So we have kind of 3 pricing options for our main product. We have 1 order bump. You could add multiple different things to kind of add to the checkout if you wanted. And then we have 1 product for our upsell. So then if we go back to products and let's search for tutorial, and we'll go here. And so what we want to do now is if we go to payments, so if we go all the way down to, we have our different upgrades. So we have tutorial product upgrade, add that, and then our super upgrade, add that. So this now is the different pricing tiers for our main product. So if we go to save changes, and then let's just check out our design really quick. Now, if we scroll all the way to the bottom, you see now there's 3 different pricing options. So we could choose this isn't going to work when we're editing it, but if we went to preview, which I could do, now scroll down and it'll let me select 3 different options here. Okay, so that's good to go. Now let's add the order bump. Okay, so now let's go to upsells. So this is the upsell, what someone's going to see after making the decision for the purchase. The next thing are the order bump. So where do we have that? Okay, tutorial order bump, add. And then, so there's a couple of different layout options. So do you want vertical? Do you want horizontal compact, or a grid? So depending on how many different things you want to offer, or they have slide in or footer options. Let's go to horizontal compact. Select. And then if you scroll down further, it's going to give you the different options to create the design. Okay, so do you want the modern design with these colors, the marketer, simple, soft, bold, night? Let's go with bold. Okay, container border, do you want there to be one? Text alignment, button style, rounded button. Okay, button text, add to order, that's fine. Okay, headline, tutorial order bump, product price, $27. Description, how to record yourself. Do you want to include, and if you check anything you want to check out, you want to include, then, add that here if you want to add a product image. And then if you wanted, so for example, if someone's buying multiple things, maybe you're giving them a discount, you want to call that out. So straight through price,
maybe the normal price for this would be $97, and they're getting quite a deal because they're buying it with our YouTube course. So that's all there is for the order bump now. So if we go to save changes, and then if we go back to design again, we can see what it's going to look like. Okay, so if you're still in this screen, you're not going to be able to see the functionality. So let's go to preview and go all the way down. And so you can see now you add plus and you see the price updates right here. You can still go and change the different options and upgrade here as well. Okay, so that's good to go. Let's close that. So now let's create the upsell. There's a couple of steps we need to go through. This is a little more complicated than just the order bump. So it wants us to select a funnel. So this is an actual step of processes. So the upsells, downsells, you can have a long sequence of things. So first you need to create the actual upsell. So that's essentially it's another sales page essentially. So someone clicks purchase, they're taken to another sales page, offered another product or service. And you could have multiple of those in a series, which is the funnel. So what we want to do now is go to edit upsells. So you can get here from where I just did, or you can just click on upsells. Okay, so let's give it a name. So tutorial, and then you want to choose the product that's being offered. So if we scroll all the way to the bottom, you see tutorial product upsell, $497, create upsell. And then you see we have the name, the description, show purchase confirmation. We have the product, use payment options. So if this particular product has different payment options, show that here or not. And then the most important thing is to create the page. So this is going to work exactly the same as the normal sales page, except you're starting from scratch. So maybe you want to add a headline. Let's just add everything and then we'll edit it. So then maybe have another video to say, hey, thanks, you made a great decision. But we have the super promotion for people that signed up for the Launcher Channel Challenge. Then what else do we want? Then add a bulleted list. Maybe we want a countdown timer. So we want to say settings, time after customer's first visit. So we may go to 0 hours and give them 10 minutes. So if you want to show them, hey, you've got 10 minutes to make the decision, we could do that. And then maybe just some closing text. So there's a bunch of different options here. Let's just add let's add some text down below. Okay, so that's essentially what the sales page is going to look like. So you might say, okay, so we're going to help them create their channel from the main course, but they may want some one-on-one help. So this is what we're going to pitch to them here. Then what we would do is if we click on the video, again, you have the same options, Vimeo, then copy link. This is the same video I know, but just so you understand how this is working. And what do we need to do? We want to change the height or the width. So something like that. Do we want it to autoplay as soon as they get here? We could turn that on, adjust the alignment, blah, blah, the bullets. So what you can do here, if you want more bullets, you can add them on like so, and then you can click in here and adjust the text. We already set up the timer, then say like, okay, so that could be, hey, we don't usually offer this, but if you want 4 coaching sessions, click add to order. If not, click no thanks. So here, just with one click, they can add the $4.99 to their purchase, or they can click no thank you below. So if you're good with that, click publish. Okay, so that is the sales page now. So we're good with that. Now what we want to do is go back to upsells, but this time create the funnel. So the funnel is in which order do you want to show the different upsell or downsell options. So here we can go to new funnel and say, or tutorial funnel. Okay, so here is where it gets a little bit complicated. So what's going to happen here is you could have a ton of different offers here. The thing is you want to send people to 10 different screens offering different things where we would just normally have one upsell, maybe a downsell. But how the logic works, so tutorial upsell, so as soon as someone makes the purchase, they're going to land on this page. If they say yes here, they're going to go over to the next option if there is one. We're only going to have one right now, so if they say yes, they'll go to the thank you page, the confirmation page essentially. Or if they say no, they're going to go to the same page. It's just going to show a smaller amount. You could add a downsell, so if someone says no here, then they go down here and get this offer. Then if they click yes or no to this offer, they're going to go over here. So essentially, if you put stuff in these columns, after they go through either this, then this, they'll get here. Or if they already say yes, they're not going to see the downsell. They'll just go over to the next offer. All we want to do for today's video is we'll have
one upsell, and then the confirmation page. And that's all there is to it. Click on Save Changes. Then what we need to do here is now add this funnel to our original product. So we would go to Products, Search, Tutorial, this one, then go back to Upsells. And so order bump, we have select the funnel, tutorial funnel. The other cool thing here is if you wanted to go and have kind of split testing for this, you could create another funnel and then add another funnel here, and it's going to split up the traffic of people that made the purchase to funnel A, and then half to funnel B. But we just created one for today's video. If we're good with that, click on Save Changes, and we're good to go. That's how easy it is to create a sales page with SamCart. One thing we didn't have time to get into in today's video is how to create an online course with SamCart, something included for free in any of the different pricing options. If you want to learn how to do that, check out the video right here. If you want to learn how to generate traffic to your sales pages using Facebook ads, check out the video below. Hope to see you in those and future videos. Bye-bye.